Hi, I'm Benazir Khan, aka Khan Bibi. I'm gonna make now fish curry. Um, Actually, I looked on again on my Pinterest, and one of my Facebook friends, uh, um, actually, you know who you are. I'm not gonna mention your name. Said Pinterest is excellent place to look for and pin recipes, and she's right. So I just want to say a great big thanks. And anyway, here we go. We don't without further much ado. There's this on blog from it on Google called on Cuisine Karachi. This guy is a Pakistani food blogger, and he's got some very good recipes. Um, so anyway, assalamu alaikum to you, and anyway, I just am gonna swap out the hara dhania, the green coriander for the curry leaves. So anyway, remember I told you about in RuneScape about the curry leaves. Okay, this here in this pot right here, this is what a real these are pieces of real curry leaves right here. Because I actually store my curry leaves in the freezer so they don't go bad because and they kind of like they broke a little bit, but that's okay. We're still getting the flavor that we want. Okay, okay, one thing I made a big mistake with the mustard greens. I mean, some people put um tomato in there, some don't. So actually, this time I had left the tomato out of the mustard greens, but anyway, that is okay. So I'm using rohu fish. Actually, there's some things in here that they need to be cleaned. It was not scaled properly. Um, and I told my husband, I said I'm not going to go back to that place anymore to buy my fish from there ever again. And it's the same people that got the poultry place over there on Western, right off of Devon. And I swear they can't cut a chicken. If they see this video and they know that I made this video and are upset, too bad. I'm telling the truth. Okay, I'm using some extra virgin olive oil. I always do use this unless if I'm going to deep fry something, then it's either corn or it's canola oil. Mostly it's corn oil because whatever it's on sale and it's cheaper than I'm going to get. So anyway, my mom taught me how to shop. Oops, wait a minute. I think I need some garlic too. My fridge is already cluttered. Ooh. Um, especially, with the recipes and everything else like that, I usually play with them, okay? Um, one thing, this recipe, original one said 5 green chilies. That is too hot for some people, especially for my husband who is not really much of a chili eater. Um, so, anyway, um, I mean, because you know, this is just like you have some Pakistanis that really, and Indians too, that like it fiery hot and song and done. So, and, okay. Actually, I'm using the other half of this Vidalia onion because it's very sweet. Because anyway, you know, a lot of the Indian, all the Pakistan, well, a lot of the Indian Pakistani dishes, the curries, they're onion and tomato based. Well, this time I hope I can sit there and get these onions in here without trying to hurt myself on video. Because I know I can be a bit of a klutz. Okay, I got curry leaves, onions right here. I also got ajwain. Kasuri methi, haldi, lal milch, crushed garlic, and ginger. I need to get a piece of ginger out. Because I'm waiting for this onion to get caramelized and soft. Oh my god, I'm thirsty. Because, you know, one thing, when you buy fish at a store, you make sure it's fresh, and you make sure, you know, that it's clean, that you don't take the scales off. But sometimes, because even if you get whole fish and they don't clean it, well, then again, is that if you have been fishing before and everything else like that, and I mean, then that's where your skills come in, where you can remove the scales and clean the inside of the fish. I've done that a lot. Took the front end of the spoon from the tail and started scraping all the way to the head. It worked. It got all the scales off. Cut open the fish's belly. Take all the insides out. You're good to go. Darn it. Because, you know, anyway, before I even put the camera on, I've beaten up some yogurt and I put just like a little tiny pinch of cornstarch in here and, you know, a little bit of water. because this is just like you're going to be cooking with this, and so it doesn't. Okay, these onions are nice and brown. Uh, Skin off garlic again. Like I told my youngest daughter, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot to put the tomato in the mustard green. She's like, ew. Like to her, she doesn't think tomato should be in the mustard greens. Okie dokie. Anyway, I got a big old fat piece of green chili. Well, if you don't want any of the heat from that chili, you can easily take the seeds and the vein out. That's where all the heat from the chili is from. Because this chili needs to be cooked a little before you, because it's part of the masala. Because if I have a recipe calling for like for um like for say like cumin or coriander powder, because I'll actually get the coriander seeds and the cumin seeds, and I start crushing it like you see me just do the garlic and the ginger, and this is what I come up with. Oh, darn it. Don't worry. This is not going to go in the food. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I had to wash my hands too, so. See? Oops. Crap. I don't want Pawnee. Not Pawnee met him at a piscina's Dick Maney. So I don't want water near my computer. Uh, See? Anyway, that's more flavor compared to the pasty, if you ask me. And you know, when I make my masala, you know, I don't make like into a fine powder like you see in the store. Like, you know, they kind of like over process it to me. And, you know, it takes the taste out of it. But you may say, okay, you know, it's all done for you. Why do you do this? I'll tell you why I do it. Because all the work and everything else like that goes into it. I'm going to wash the tomato. This is my favorite knife. It's an Oneida stainless steel knife. Okay. Pretty good for the Oneida company. I think it comes to think of it, I think my grandfather, my paternal grandfather used to use Oneida tableware and stuff like that. Oops. Before I put the tomato in there, I'm taking a pinch of kasuri methi. Pinch of ajwain. Okay. Well, if I put my fingers in here, my fingers will be a little bit messy. Okay. Just only this much right here. Virtually like an eighth of a teaspoon or something like that of red chili masala. You can get these at any Indian Pakistani grocery store. Haldi. Okay. I put the tomatoes in here, as you can see. Ooh, hot in here. I have a big one just like this one, but I usually save it just for rice. But these are perfect for cooking rice in. Actually, I wanted to show you what I was talking about, the scales on that fish. This was the scale I pulled off the fish. And, it's just like I did this off camera, otherwise it would have been too time consuming. Like, sometimes like, I get really, really tired of eating the same thing all the time. I love Pakistani food, don't get me wrong, I really love it. But, I mean, there's other things I want to try too, and I don't go to restaurants. Everything I do, I collect recipes to try at home and everything else like that. And besides, I'm an idle housewife, so it's, that I'm putting the yogurt in here now. Now I can put the fish in here. Oh my goodness, I gotta sneeze. Alhamdulillah. One thing about fish curry is great to eat with either chapati, naan, or rice, whatever you prefer. But I have to say the part of Pakistan where my family lives is in Peshawar. Um, I'm gonna set the timer to 12 minutes, and so I don't have to worry about it burning or anything. I mean, the part of Pakistan where my family lives at. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Actually, they they're mostly like, they like roti. Very seldom, everybody eats rice. It's like when there's a big get together, like Eid, or if there's a wedding. So, it's just like those are like, the very big occasions, or mostly everybody, or it's like a housewarming or something like that. They eat uh, things like biryani or something, or like palau. which is, you know, another rice dish similar to like biryani. And there's another one, shola, which kind of looks like khichdi, except that there's meat added to it. So, um, and khichdi is like lentils and rice. And when it's done, it looks like mush. And shola looks just like that. And they both have like golden fried onions at the top, almost like, you know, like how you put on halim. Oh my god, it's so good, honestly. It's tasty. Um, but you know, anyway, um, I very much like fish. Um, I mean, 'cause you know, it's just like I mean, well, I mean, once in a while, I dabble around even with, and I make different African dishes. Um, and you know, it's just, and then there's this, you know, one lady from Guinea, you know, whose videos I love to watch. Um, and you know, it's just like you know, I like to say salam, and I hope everything is okay where she's at. Um, and actually, my, you know, the goosey soup that I made for Eid, you know, I made it for Eid with the jollof rice and the suya. Um, the you know, because actually I'm talking while I'm waiting for this to get done. You know, so it's just like I watched a lot of cooking shows when I was a kid, and then you know the host of these cooking shows would sit there and ramble on about different things or whatever their experiences in their travels or whatnot. But you know, it was really fun to watch, and and I mean, especially like you know, Julia Child, I pretty much looked up to her, honestly. You know, I mean, this old lady had a lot on the ball, and she's the one who put actually the cooking shows on the map way before there was a Food Network. So, you know, it's just like, you know, she, you know, I mean, even though I know she died a long time ago, but still, you know, it's just like, you know, she is really, really missed. Um, I'm checking the fish food now. You know, you can tell when the fish is done is when it starts getting a little flaky and it starts falling away from the bone. Um, cooking for another 5 more minutes and hopefully it will be done. But anyway, Ruhu is a nice firm fish. Very, very tasty. Very, very yummy. I can't think about any type of fish that I don't like. Matter of fact, I like them all. Um, I even think it is sacrilege not to eat anchovies on a pizza. I gotta have anchovies on my pizza. Um, Some people would think I'm nuts because I like anchovies on my pizza. Well, to each his own. So, but like actually, I agree with Emerald Lagasse a lot. This is just like, man, you should have smell-o-vision. Uh, I mean, well, it would be nice though, but then again, you can, with that option, you can either turn it on or off. Um, plus, I have been watching a lot of Anthony Bourdain's and Andrew Zimmern's travels and the stuff that they be eating. I mean, it's just like, I like, man, I would love to have their job, but I mean, but there's certain things I will not eat. I just say it right then, here and now. I'm kind of adventurous when I eat, but I actually draw the line. I will not eat bugs. And especially me being Muslim, no, I do not eat pork. So, but I've tried rabbit a couple times, and I really liked it. You know, um, I mean, it's just like, one thing. I mean, like my grandfather grew up on a farm, and I can cook some of these things too. My grandfather grew up on a farm, and he used to cook cow's tongue and kidneys, and I was paying very much attention to what that old man was doing. Oh my goodness. Jeepers creepers, the sweat is pouring in my eyeballs. It's a good thing nobody can tell I'm wearing bifocals. Because actually, there's no line. But, I mean, but, it's just like, one thing, about, but as far as eating raw meat is concerned, no, I don't eat raw meat. Um, and, it's just like, I mean, I love Ethiopian food, but there is one dish I will not eat, even if someone asks me to, and that's kitfu. And especially, partially it's against my religion to eat raw meat also. And it's raw hamburger meat with nanita, something like that. It's a spice that's similar to that of uh bribri. Okay, this fish curry is about done. Okay. Um, There's little pieces of tomato in there, but okay. Oh, you can't even see it from there. Sorry. Okay. Wash out our dish. Oops, that's when it's not come back in there. See? Well, anyway, because after, see, this is nice, and I'm gonna at least taste it. Be careful of the bones. There's a lot of them in here. Okay. Anyway, I mean, this, but here's another thing. If you want, you can either put either lemon or lime juice at the end. This is optional. That's if you want. But the sourness comes from the yogurt, which is very, very tasty. Anyway, this is the end of this video, and please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, please. Gisco Moo, let's see you do your spin on RuneScape curry. I did mine with fish, so I'm challenging you. Now the ball is in your court now. Let's see what you can come up with.